Hope your summer is going well so far. We have an exciting guest, Kayden Tokarski. We're ecstatic to have her on. Exceptional opportunity to have this multi-talented young actress on our show again, Dhar Mann, and actress Kayden Tokarski, who's also a film actress. She's not just on Dhar Mann, she's done several things outside of Dhar Mann as well. So, but she's quite an exceptionally talented and versatile young actress who has captured the hearts of audiences with her captivating performances and remarkable screen presence. With a career that has already spanned several years, she's achieved a notable success at such a young age, showcasing her undeniable passion and dedication to her craft. Kayden's ability to bring depth and emotion to every role she takes on has made her highly sought after. Wow, highly sought after performer in the industry. In this interview, we're excited to delve into Kayden's journey thus far, discussing her inspirations, the challenges she has faced, and her aspirations for the future in the world of acting. Kayden, can you just give us a little about an update for people who do not know who Kayden Tokarski is? Give us a little bit update of who you are and what you've been doing since, oh wow, I think I checked. I think you were on April of last year. It's about a year and a half ago.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on.
You're welcome.
It's such an honor to be back on.
Thank
And
you.
it's so nice to see your face. It's been forever.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I've been so grateful to be working. I recently wrapped a coming of age film that I'm so proud of and so excited for people to see. And like you mentioned, I have a few movies, Mama Bear and Calculated Obsession, that are coming out this year, as well as I believe Curse of Vander. And yeah, I've I've just been so grateful to be working, and I'm very passionate and so motivated, and I have so many dreams in this industry, and I just every day I just keep going, and one day hopefully they will be true. Yeah, it's been tough with this industry because it's been a little slower with recovering from the strike. And COVID, the industry has not been the same as it used to be. And I really haven't actually experienced like the full industry because I started right before COVID hit. So, I never really did many in-person auditions. So now like all the auditions are online. But I was really motivated to start in this career when I was 4 years old because I was so inspired by Disney Channel shows and the actors that were on there, like Zendaya. I loved her on Shake It Up and Casey Undercover. And Bridget Mendler was like my huge inspiration. And I told my parents when I was younger, I said, I really want to do this. And they were like, no, no. And I kept asking every year. I was like, please just give me a shot. Like, I really just want to try this. And then they came and saw me when I was in fourth grade. I was 9 years old. And they saw a school play of mine and they saw how
Mhm.
passionate I was. And then they're like, you know what? We're going to give her a chance because they're like, you know what? Life is short. And if this is your dream, then we want to support you. And so I'm so grateful for that. And so I started doing a little bit of background work just to kind of get a feel for set days and to see how long they were. And then didn't really I loved being on set like that, but I didn't really enjoy the background work as much as other people do. And I really just wanted lines in a really nice principal role or supporting or lead role. And then I started auditioning and I was so grateful to have met my agent, Sue and Eden, who I've had for my whole career, almost 5 years. And I'm so grateful for my team. It's just been it's then things just started to fall in place, auditioning and then booking, and that's where I'm at.
That's amazing, Kayden. Wow, so much work. I hope you're dealing with your mental health and you're going with the you don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow and you're living one day at a time kind of thought mindset.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like for me, like it's very easy to like get ahead of myself and like plan out for the future. All right, this is what I'm going to do today, tomorrow, next month, a year. But you're absolutely right. You have to just live this today because you do not know if you're going to be here tomorrow. And every day above ground is a great day. And it's Yeah, I have found those moments though, like where I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Can't do that though. Can't.
Well, you are an amazing actress. Wow. You can turn it on and off. You can be a mean girl, you can good girl, you can be anything you want. It's absolutely amazing. And we're so happy that you're back on the platform. What do you think is your favorite film? Gaslit? Loves Fast Lane, which I love, by the way. I like how they taught you how to say that part about the car. Is it the casket? Is it? You had to learn.
Yes.
You had to learn. Did it give you an invigoration, a point where maybe I should learn cars and how to put them together, and just in case mine breaks down one day?
Well, I actually learned a lot about cars for Love's Fastlane
Oh wow!
as well to get into that mindset. And so now I know because I'm gonna be getting my permit in like less than a year to drive, which I'm so excited about. My mom, not so much, but I'm excited. But now I feel like I know like what to do. Like if my car to like God forbid were to ever break down anywhere, like I would know exactly what could be the problem,
Wow.
which is very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. So, do you still do any? I don't know if you still do the swimming or the diving. Is that something you're
Oh
still?
yes.
Yeah.
So I well, for those who don't know, I used to be a professional competitive diver,
Mm.
and I had to take a little bit of a break from it because it was just a lot, and I just became a little too busy because it's kind of hard to like, be an actor and a competitive diver because being a diver is like just so much work, so much commitment. And I love it so much with all my heart. Like it's still such a big passion of mine and I could still do it, which is great. But yeah, I just couldn't. It was hard to make meets and all that stuff. But still, definitely has a special place in my heart.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Junior Olympian status on a 1 meter diving board. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if you decided to follow through with that, you could win the Olympics, probably. Imagine.
I mean
Kayden
that
Tokarski is now going on top to the fourth board. She's looking down, she's shaking, and that's probably she's the mean girl up there. People who don't know what that means.
I mean, you know what? You never know. Like life is so unexpected. So I mean, maybe if I wasn't an actor, I could be an Olympian. That would really be cool as well. But I'm so focused on acting that
Mhm.
it's hard to do other things. But I do have passions for other things. Like I love to sing. Singing is. I mean, I don't know if I would like. I've never performed on stage, but I love to just sing and like put reels on my Instagram and you know for me like I'm an artist and I love to entertain, so I feel like any way I can be creative and entertain others and put it out there, like I always jump to that opportunity.
Oh yes, definitely. Um, but you still can swim if you want. Like
Yes, which
relative,
is great.
yeah, just swimming, just normal swimming. You know,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
I actually love the last two or three newest Starmen. One was about um, you didn't have much of a part in the two thieves that fall in love, but well, I mean, you kind of did, but you were like a video screen. And I saw on
Yes.
your YouTube channel how that was filmed,
Yes.
and a part with a blow, and one part in boy, girls fighting over boy, whatever, and then you're walking down the hall with your hair, and then they show you how it's
Yes.
done
Yeah.
with the blower. What goes
Yes.
through your head when
you
you
know
have to go through things like that?
Sorry, I you totally cut out. What was the question?
What goes through your head when you have to do things like that? Okay, Kate, we're gonna be blowing wind towards your hair. So
you know for that one, that was like my first time ever like doing something like that. So number one, it was a great experience because and it was also a great learning experience of
Mhm.
how that works. And the finished product was so great. For anybody who wants to see what he's talking about, you can go on my YouTube at Kayden Tokarski and see the video. But it was so hard for me to keep it together.
Mhm.
Like it was just so funny on set. Like the director was cracking up. Our first AD was the one who was helping to blow the wind in my hair. And I didn't realize because they were like, all right, we're going to go leaf blower out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, the leaf blower. Sure, we're not going to actually use a leaf blower. They actually got a full on leaf blower and start blowing it at
Oh
my hair.
wow, really a full on one.
Yes. Yes, so I was cracking up. It was so funny. So like we had done 2 rehearsals and it was so hard to keep a straight face. Like I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so funny." But what goes through my
Wow.
head, I mean, lots of laughter. I mean, what was going through my head when we filmed the shot was, please don't mess this shot up. Please don't laugh. Keep it together."
It, like with your mental health, you like all these jobs you're getting the auditions. How do you think when you first started getting into movies? I think you said when you were 10, I think, and then up to now, that's almost 5 years later. Do you think your acting ability has has evolved over time? Like when you look at an old episode of Dhar, do you have like a cringe issue, or do you say, "Oh, I could have done that better," or whatever?
You know, I absolutely think I've evolved. I think that's, such a cool thing as an actor. And I feel like as anybody, like in in an artistic profession or even just a regular profession, is you're always going to see growth, you know,
Mhm.
and not even just growth in your performance, but growth of knowledge in this industry. Like I've learned so much when it has to, I mean, I also have like such an eye for like behind the camera as well. Like when I'm on set, I'm always like, what lens are we on? And asking all these technical camera stuff, questions. So I feel like that has also grown as well. But yeah, I mean, I feel like as an artist, you know, for me personally, sometimes it is hard to watch my performances because I'm very critical because I always want to improve and I always see that there's room for growth. And and I don't take it in a negative way. I always take it in a positive way. I was like, "You know what? I think I did great. But I know that I can do even better on the next one." So that's kind of how I take it. But definitely if I were to look back at my self tapes and films that I've done when I was 10, like My Melancholy Baby, I shot that. That's on Amazon Prime if you guys want to go check it out. I shot that when I was 11 years old. And like going back and watching that, like I know that today, like there's things that I would have done a little bit differently. But you can't change what you've done. And that's again, like that's the most important part about this industry is you get to grow, and it's cool to look back and like even if I didn't like a performance from back then, I wouldn't say I want to change that. I wouldn't because you can't have that thought in your mind. You can't look back at the past and be like, I really want to know, because then it's just gonna stick with you. Like I didn't do good enough. I can't do that. You have to just take what you did, learn from it, and then move on. And I think that's the most important thing with this industry is you have to keep moving forward.
Are you recognizable in public?
Am I recognized from what?
Are you are you recognized now in public because of all the movies you've been in? Hey, look, this Starman girl. You mean the mean girl?
Yeah, I actually have been recognized a few times. I think I was recognized like it's usually like shopping malls. I think like maybe I think like 5 times at like shopping malls and then like 2 times at Knott's Berry Farm, which is amusement park in California. Um, which is so cool. I remember the first time that I got noticed and I was like it was just so unexpected, and I was getting on a ride at Knott's Berry Farm and I was just handing my phone to my dad because I'm like, "Oh, I'm not taking my phone on the ride. I'm gonna lose it." And a girl was like, "Are you from Darman?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, hi, yeah, I am." I was like freaking out. Like she was like so sweet, and she could tell that I was like so just like I didn't even know what to do. I was just so grateful that it was so cool. It's so unexpected and such a great and cool feeling when somebody recognizes you in your work.
Yeah, Vanessa was telling me about she was in a mall with her father and they were arguing. Just when they were arguing, somebody comes up to her and said, "Hey, you're the mean girl from Darman." It's like, okay, perfect timing. Thanks.
Yeah, you're like Vanessa's like, "I'm not actually a mean girl.
I
I'm just
know.
my dad
I
and I
know.
are just
But she can
having
turn
a
it
problem
on
right
and
now."
off just much like you can turn it on and off. Do you still do any Red Cross LA fundraisers, or what other charity works have you done recently?
Well, recently, let me think. I love to volunteer. Um, I love, like, I'd love to just give back to the community. I'm a big advocate for that. And, I've been a little busy lately, so I haven't, like, had as much time to go volunteering, but whenever I get a chance, I love to go volunteer. I would love to go volunteer at food shelters. I love to pick up trash from the beach.
Mm,
I love to just help the environment. I really care for the environment.
wow.
Um, yeah, and I'm so grateful for the work that I got to do with the Red Cross, LA a few years ago, um, to motivate people to donate their blood and their time and their money, um, to give back, because that's what the Red Cross does, is they give
Mm,
back. I also did some work for the Joyful Child Foundation, which is a foundation to help keep kids safe.
mhm.
And Erin Runyon, who started the nonprofit organization, um, is amazing, and she's been through just an insane thing that her life is just. I don't honestly know how she continues to keep going, and the fact that she's just trying to help others. And yeah, I mean, I she's seriously such a warrior and such an amazing woman. And then I also did a little work for. I was the back in 2021 the keynote speaker for the Walk Against Drugs, which is a an event that takes place in Mission Viejo, California, every year. Um, and I got to have a speech there talking about how bad drugs are, and how, especially teens these days, there's a lot of peer pressure in school, and it's really hard to say no. So the whole event was about saying no to drugs, saying no to tobacco, saying no to smoking and vaping, and things that are harmful for your body. So I've been very privileged to be a part of all those amazing organizations. And yeah, I mean, and whenever I can, I always just try to give back.
Yeah, you participate in Joyful Child Foundation's Be Brave pilot as well.
Yes, I did. Yeah, that's actually when I found, like, an even more so love of acting, and giving back, because that was, like, actually my first project, and that was when I really felt like this is what I meant to do, and I loved being on set. That was, like, what made me just love everything about this industry. And also, it just I loved supporting a great cause. I think that's just so important.
Do you have another actor from or actress from Darman that you have on speed dial that you usually get together once in a while?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Raphael Siegel is amazing. I don't know if you've seen, I'm sure you have.
Hmm.
He's so talented, and he's so funny. He is probably one of the funniest guys I've ever met. And I mean, we just, like, hit it off. Like, my mom and him and I are, like, best friends. Like, every time we haven't worked together on a Dharma in a long time, but if he's on set um at Studio 2 and I'm on Studio 1, like, we try to, like, coordinate to, like, meet up and see each other. And, like, we've went and got coffee before.
Wow.
We went to, like, yeah, we went to Warner Bros together. Like, I love him. He's like family to me. Seriously, he's definitely the number one on speed dial.
Oh yeah, actually, I think it would be nice to hang out with a lot of the Darman characters because they're not really their characters, and some of them are. But I know that Azim and Leilani, and who's another one, and we reached out to Abigail Cuddle as well. But I love these characters; it's just excellent, and I really learned a lot about life. And do you want to be typecast as the Darman actress, or do you want to be typecast as she's a film actress? She's in all these movies, Roswell, Delirium. Oh, and she's a Darman actor as well.
I necessarily don't want to be typecast, like, as anything. I just want people to know me um, as yes, an actress, um, number one, but as somebody who, as a kind person.
Well, if you could choose another actor to be your boyfriend, who would it be?
Ooh, out of actors.
Darman or
Well,
somebody else?
well, I have a celebrity crush, but it would be illegal if he was my boyfriend because he's 32. Um, So I'm not sure like anybody my age, but my celebrity crush is Austin Butler. So I would love to work with Austin.
Austin
I mean, that
Butler.
would be
Wow.
yes, yes. I love him. I mean, I've been watching him ever since Sharpay's Adventure, and I know that he was in Zoe 101, and he killed it in Elvis, and he's so
Hmm.
talented. He's also, yeah, very, very, very gracious. I actually met him in person uh, at a Warner Bros. Elvis Q&A, and he was just the nicest person, and so he was so humble, which is exactly how I, will always want to be.
Who would you
So
want to hang
how about
around
you?
with? Niall Horan or Harry Styles?
We love both. Probably Harry Styles though. I love Harry Styles. I have so many Harry Styles songs on my playlist. Yeah, he's great, and he also seems like super sweet. Like he's very like, and so does Niall. But I love like I don't know if you've seen like the Harry Styles videos like of him at his concerts and
I
like,
like a lot of his
um,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, like he's a great singer, but
Mhm.
he's also like a really good person, and he's like very entertaining. Like when he talks, like he's just like very real.
Yeah, you have to be real. You don't want to be like, I'm better than you. I hope that doesn't end up.
Yeah,
I mean, that you end up,
yeah,
Kayden Tokarski. She's high and mighty. She's one of these divas, and she's like Mariah Carey is. Mariah Carey won't even go into a hotel room unless there's uh, rose petals all over her bed and in her bathtub. She's such a diva, but she's got a great voice. It's got G5, really highest voice.
yeah. I mean, yeah, she does have a great voice, but
Keep
you know
humble.
what? Yeah, I mean, for me, like yes, Mariah Carey and like those who have like big egos.
Hmm.
Yeah, I may think that you're a great singer or a great actor or a great dancer, but or a great artist in general, but nothing compares to the person that you are. And I will, if somebody is not nice and very egotistic, then I that that person will lose all my respect,
Hmm.
because I feel like even like especially like when you're a celebrity, like you should always appreciate your fans, and I feel like a lot of them don't. And I'm like, the your fans are the ones that made you. For them watching your movies, for them going to your concerts, for them watching your dancing, like everything. Those are the people that helped you get to where you were. So I feel like they should be treated with so much
Hmm.
respect. So it's very unfortunate when I hear that somebody like I really, really love or really look up to is not really nice in person.
No, because you keep your character in front of the camera, and then the real Kayden is in life, which is totally different. So it's not like
Yeah.
there's a girl, that mean girl from Dhar. No, it's just a character I play. Just
Yeah. There are some people that actually do think that I am mean though in person. Like I've had a few comments like on the Darman, like that are like that really do think that like I'm mean, but I'm thinking I'm like, guys, it's just my character. It's
Mhm.
not actually me. I'm not mean, I promise.
That's the way it works.
But it yeah, but I kind of almost take it in a compliment as a compliment because I'm like, oh well, if you think I'm mean, then I I'm doing my job then.
Hmm.
Um if I'm playing a mean girl. So yeah.
Yeah. What's your ultimate role, Kayden? What do you want to play that would, this is going to make me get an Oscar? What would that be?
Oh, I would love to be like have a huge lead or supporting role in an A24 film, like an
Mm,
A24 drama film. I mean, I
wow.
feel like that. Yeah, that's my dream. Or in like a, or have you ever seen Ozarks?
Yes,
Um,
yes. Jason
yes,
Bateman.
or like a show. Yes, Jason Bateman, love him. Or like a show like that. That would be like my main goal. But I feel like something that I've never done that would be really cool would be doing an action movie.
Oh,
That would be that. I feel like it'd be cool to like be in a Marvel movie. Pew, 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 Um,
yeah.
Maybe
Or
like Spider Girl or something.
oh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking you could be a superhero, or maybe be the next Bond girl. Well, you have to wait 10, 15 years for that, but
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool.
it'd be kind of odd if James Bond's Bond girl is 14. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, I think so, a little bit.
Um, so yes, tell us a little bit about how, like, what motivates you to get up in the morning?
You know, um, I think what motivates me is probably going to the gym. I love going to the gym in the morning. Even if I don't want to go, like the gym, just kind of like exercising is a big thing for me. And also drinking lots of water, but that like motivates my whole day because it just gets me going.
Hmm.
But I think what motivates me like in life, like other than acting, is my family. You know, just yeah. They always make me smile, and they're always here for me. And I'm I wouldn't be doing what I do if it weren't for them.
Yeah.
So, um, but yeah, exercise definitely. That even if I'm not motivated to exercise, I know that if I do exercise, it will motivate my whole day, and I'll have like an amazing day. And it also like exercising creates so much positivity. I feel like because I am a very positive person, but I feel like there are things that happen that in everybody's life that people go through, and you know it you could find a reason to be, more negative. And I think if you find all the positive things in life and, you know, just live life and I think that, you know, that will give you some positivity and have you keep going.
Because what would you have been doing at 14 right now? What would you have been doing if you weren't doing all this?
I'm not sure, honestly. Everyone has their own opinions. It's totally fine if you put your younger kids on social media,
Hmm.
or put their image out. That's totally fine. That's not bad at all. I know so many people, and I think that's awesome.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, like my mom's kind of the same way. She didn't want me, she would let me go on social media, like on some of her posts, but it was kind of a big thing to convince her to let me have my own like Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. YouTube didn't come until later, but
Hmm.
Instagram was like the biggest, hardest one too. Because it's different when you have a private account, but a public account is like everybody can see. So that's why my mom used to monitor my account. And so she would pretty much like when I was younger, like when I first started acting, like 10 to 12, like that was all her. Like
Hmm.
she did everything on there, which I'm so grateful that
Hmm.
that she did, because you have to be so careful on social media. There's so many creepy people out there,
Oh yeah.
and there's, just yeah, I especially being like, a young woman, like, and putting myself out there, and it's just sometimes there's things that I see and I'm like, that's just not okay. So, and she still will hop on my account today, like to make sure that everything is going smooth. So I'm definitely very lucky that I have a mom like her, because she's incredible. Um,
Is she there with you
so
now?
yeah, she's not. She's
Uh,
I just look to the door because she's kind of right side. She's
Say hi to her for
actually, I
me.
don't know. I will for sure. I forgot to tell you that she's giving you all of her love. So
Aw. Um, Kayden, is there like going to be a time in your life where she's going to say, "Okay, Kayden, you're old enough, you're on your own"?
you know, I almost feel like that's going to be really hard for her, because my mom is really hard. It's really hard for her to let go. Um, like we've been talking about like my license and my permit lately, and my dad is like super excited. Like obviously my parents don't want me to grow up and get old and drive. Um, but my mom has like not she doesn't want to talk about it like at all. Like she gets upset when we start talking about it because she doesn't like want to lose me or let go. So I honestly feel like there wouldn't be ever be a time where she'd be like, all right, unless I was like unless I was like an adult that shouldn't be living with like my parents anymore. Like they're like, hey, we need our alone time. Like your younger brother's gone, you need to leave too. But I honestly don't think that she would ever say, I think it's time for you to go move out on your own. And I think I'm going to college. I don't know where I'm gonna apply to. I still have a couple of years in high school left. But I'm planning on going to school here in California. So I'll probably still be living here, or maybe in a dorm. But so she'll still be stuck with me for a few more years.
But you still want to be working even though you're in college, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I have a bit of a plan. Um, I am gonna I'm gonna major in business,
Hmm.
and minor in film, because I really have like such a passion for because there's no like acting major, like there's theater, but I don't really do theater. Um
Hmm.
and I was like, maybe I'll go to school for film. And so I've talked to so many directors that I've worked with, and they were like, you know what, Kaden, you learn so much on set that film school is not necessarily going to help you so much. Like you're almost learning more of like having experience on set and being an actor. Um, so that's why I was like, I would love to major in business so that I could still like be acting, but I feel like I can use my business degree in a way to help me as an actor. And also, like, I feel like as an actor, you can't rely on this industry too because it's a little bit, it's not very consistent. Like, you kind of just don't know when the next job is, which is the hardest part about it. Um, so I feel like for a more steady job, I would love to, kind of almost like Millie Bobby Brown. I would love to use my business degree to help like open up like a makeup line.
Oh,
I feel
wow.
like that would be really cool. I don't know if that would, I don't know what the future holds for me, but I feel like that would be really cool. Kind of like Selena Gomez too with Rare Beauty. Um, and then minoring in film. Just getting like, because there's still like, even though I learned so much on set, like there's so much I could still learn at film school. Um, so yeah, I think I would probably do that, and I would still act at the same time, even though that would be really hard, and I would have such a busy schedule. But it's kind of hard to, like that's my plan for the future, and that could easily change because you never know what's going to happen. But I just know that everything. I just have faith, and I know that everything is going to happen for a reason.
Yeah, is Darman sort of like a mentor to you? Because if you want to get a makeup line, his wife, they do the live glam. So maybe they can help you
Yes,
motivate you to, yeah.
that's right. I mean, Jarman just in general, he is an inspiration to me. But yeah, that actually, I totally forgot that his wife, yeah, live glam.
Hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah, that would be really cool. I mean, I don't know what I would name. I was kind of thinking my middle name is Brenna, so I was thinking of like having a line called Brenna. I don't know if that'd be cool. I don't know. I'm just such a planner for the future. I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
I
I
know.
mean, and I do lots of manifesting, like in the corner. I don't know if you can see it. I have a vision board right
Oh,
there.
wow, you got a
Um,
vision board. Awesome.
I,
Wow. I
yeah,
like
I
it.
do. Thank you so much. So I think just like manifesting and having faith and keep moving forward and also not rushing the future as well and just enjoying time as a 14-year-old.
Yeah, of course, you don't have to worry. But remember what you told me. You don't know what the day will bring. If you're going to be here tomorrow, an hour from now. It's good to
Absolutely.
plan, but live one day at a time. Live in the present. That's what you told me.
Exactly. Live in the present. Yeah. Don't live in the past and don't live in the future. Cause yeah, it's I mean, I have found myself some days like, I wonder what my future is gonna be like. I wonder if this is gonna happen, this dream is gonna happen. But then I'm like, no, Kaden, stop. Don't do that.
Hmm.
Just again, live in the present.
Yeah, you're still a kid.
The
Like
future.
14, enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what my parents always tell me. They're like, Kaden, you have your whole life to work. Like, yes, I know you're so passionate, but some days you gotta take a little break. Go outside, go play with your friends.
Do you have a desire to drink alcohol or smoke at this moment? Or I guess not, eh? You don't want
No.
anything to do with that. Good.
No, not at all. No, I mean, you know, um, I always just want to nourish my body and put good things in my body, and also have balance as well. I don't. Smoking is, it's not good for the lungs, and it may not be bad. I feel like if I were to start now, um, like I would be fine, but it's like a long term thing. And there are some people that smoke, and that's totally fine. You do whatever you want to do. Um, and there are people that live a long time.
Hmm.
Like my great grandma lived to be like 95 and she smoked her whole life.
Wow.
Um
Hmm.
yeah, which is it's insane. But no, I have no desire to do that. And I also have no desire to drink alcohol. I love my Arnold Palmer's, my half lemonade, half iced tea. That will do just fine.
Yeah, exactly. What if a part has you become a character where you're strung out, you're on drugs, and you have to drink? How would you say no to a part?
All of that would be well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say no to a part. I think they could fake the smoking. I know that different productions do it differently. Um, so I've heard that you could oh, what do they use? There's different kind of things that they use to roll it up that are like um not harmful. So I would just like ask production to like,
Hmm.
use a fake smoke cigarette. And then with like they could easily cheat like
Hmm.
the alcohol.
Yeah.
Um so I mean I would absolutely say yes to a roll if I'm comfortable with everything. But if it had to do with drinking and smoking, I would be totally fine.
Yeah, you don't want to get, you said you didn't want to do any musical theater or any theater, so why not? Because you got a great voice yourself. You're gonna, like I said, comment on your YouTube channel. You're gonna give Miley Cyrus a run for the money. Here comes Kayden.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, thank you so much. First of all, I really, really appreciate that. I mean, I've never done any musical theater. I actually would love to do musical theater. I think that would be really fun. Even though I don't specialize in that, I mostly specialize in TV and film. I I think it would be I think it would be a really different experience, and I I've been starting to put myself out there more with my voice, um, and I'm starting to try to, get out in the community, like singing like on stage or like
Hmm.
live at like restaurants.
Yeah.
But I never really saw myself when I was younger as a singer, but um I started taking singing lessons professionally and I've been taking them for 2 years because I got a ton of like Disney auditions and they usually require like singers, dancers, and actors. So it's like, all right, so maybe, when I get a Disney audition, I'm already prepared. Um, and then it turned into like, oh, I actually really enjoy doing this. This is fun. This is cool. And it is also entertaining. Like I love to entertain people in that way. And my parents are my number one supporters. So they have my full I have
Oh yeah.
their full vote if I were to do that. My mom was like, I could even see you as like, Olivia Rodrigo. She was an actor and then now she's a singer. I'm like, hey, you never know. That would be very cool. I mean, my main focus is acting, but I do love singing. So
I know one thing that has not been done yet. Like Xena did an episode called Bittersweet, where it was all just like a musical episode. Buffy the Vampire Slayer did one called Once More with Feeling, which was where everyone was singing. Darman, of all the over 100 episodes of Darman, they've never done a musical episode where everyone's singing. That's an idea.
I never I never saw that one, but I do have one that's upcoming that I get to do a little bit of theater stuff. And I get to wear a few wigs and wear some really, really, really cool costumes. So I love that. I mean, I love that he's adding some more,
They should. Yeah, he should. He should just do an
variety.
episode where, and then get you and Vanessa and others who can actually literally sing. The Darman actors can actually sing and bring you in.
Oh, I mean, that would be really cool. I mean, I hope that he makes more like that.
You think I'm a mean girl? I know.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I would do.
Vanessa would come and
I'm not.
say, "You." I think it'd be awesome.
You guys saw me in the mall screaming at my dad, but I'm actually not mean.
That's funny. So, how do you stay grounded and handle the pressures that come with being in a spotlight, even at 14?
How do I stay grounded? Ooh, and wow, that's a great question. I think uh, I always just remember that I'm not like a celebrity or anything, or you know, um,
Not
but
yet.
I feel like it's even. Oh, oh, thank you, but no, I feel like if it, I always remember like no matter what, I feel like even if actors aren't celebrities, like they kind of seem to get a big ego and get ahead of themselves. And I always just remember, you know, where I started. And also, I always remember that I'm just a human like everybody else, that we're on the same level. We're, we're all trying to navigate life. We, and I think that's like I think that's the thing that keeps me grounded the most, is that, yeah, we're all right here. We're Nobody's like this
Hmm.
and somebody's right here. No, we're like you said, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, what race, what your beliefs are, where you work, what you do, where you live, how much money you make. It doesn't matter at all. All that matters is that you're a good person.
Is your mother good with your finances?
My mom, she definitely helps me for sure. Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Um, yeah, certain projects like require I have different accounts, but some projects require the money to go directly to my Kugan account, which
Mhm.
I can't touch until I'm 18, and then the rest of whatever I make from a project will go into my bank account, and so my mom will help me with all of that because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Like, you don't have to get your parents reading your scripts. They just say, "Yeah, go ahead."
Yeah, I mean, I think like, there are a lot of stage moms that not don't necessarily like, take your finances or anything like that, but it's a lot of their dream, more so, like, more than your dream. And that's also like really hard to see too. Because I've worked with some kids that just don't love what they're doing and they don't want to be there on set. And their mom's like, go, 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 go. And that's hard to watch for sure.
Kayden, this is a wonderful interview. Thank you so much for a second opportunity. I got two more questions for you. What impact do you hope to make in the entertainment industry?
Hmm. I think one of the things that has inspired me as an actor is to voice the unheard.
Mm.
There's so many people that don't have a voice in the world. And I think that would be one of, the biggest takeaways that I want people to, you know, I want to bring someone's voice alive and I want to help people through acting. Um, so I think that's probably my best answer. Um, yeah, I really just I want people to see, I work really, really hard and I want all that work to be shown, of course. Um, and also like, I want to show people that I'm a good person. Um, yeah, that's really hard. You're making me think a lot. Um,
And working with disabled people and how you can help them, and I
yeah,
don't.
I mean,
Mhm.
I think that's my main thing is, is to voice the unheard because there's so many people out there that don't have a voice. And if I could help them and show people, um, that look at this voice like that and show them, um, that I would love to be able to do that.
Mhm.
And I kind of I kind of did it slightly in My Melancholy Baby, I hope. Because My Melancholy Baby is um, partially based on a true story. And I play a child that has several um, disorders, like conduct disorder, intermittent explosive disorder, and she has autism. And
Did you
um,
have to hang around an autistic person in order to figure it all out?
I did. Yeah, I've grown up with a lot of my friends when I was younger had autism, and still today I still have a few that have autism, um, and everybody's case is different. But I, you know, for this character, I did study the boy that my character was based on, but they changed the gender to a girl, um, and I hope that you know that the movie creates some awareness for people. And also, I don't know, like, how the family they've seen it, and they do love the film and they love how beautifully it's shot. So I hope that, you know, it I'm at a loss of words, but I hope that it almost kind of brings them like peace in a way. Like it kind of like connects an
Mm.
not an unsolved picture, but like just helps,
Hmm.
you know. So that's I think that's the biggest thing for sure.
Well, I think you're helping already because you're putting a smile on my face with all your acting roles in Darman, and I really like that.
Oh, thank you so much.
I guess the SAG and After Strike didn't really affect you that much, or did it?
You know, it did, but it also didn't. I kind of took the SAG strike. You know, it was very unfortunate the things that went down, and you know, obviously they had to go down because you know we really needed change in this industry, and I'm glad that everything is now you know getting better. Um, so during the strike, you know, things were definitely way slower than I had ever that it had ever been.
Hmm.
Um, but in a way, it wasn't slow because I was still working on acting classes and still like working on scripts because I was like, you know what, this, even though this is slow and it's really unfortunate the time that we're going through, I'm going to use this time as a way to grow up my craft and learn more. And so that I'm ready for when all the auditions come piling in once the strike is over. And it really, really, really did help me. So I felt like I was still busy in a way. So that was nice.
But thank you so much, Kayden. Really appreciate the opportunity of a second interview. And doesn't mean that you're only allowed two. You can come on three, four, five, whenever.
Just let me know. I will be here. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate
I
it.
really appreciate that, Kayden. I'm so glad that we can get a chance to know each other, and I can just say, "Hey, Kelly, can I have your daughter on again?" Well, be awesome.
Yes. I love that.
Okay, everyone, we're going to end this stream. This Kayden Tokarski, Dhar man and film actress, out. Okay, can you wait there a moment? See,
Yes.
see, Kayden.
Bye. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.